Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 7th episode of the 3rd season of Overlord. So, in the last episode, we finally started to really get into the Baharuth Empire, seeing the one wizard that was talked about before, the Bloody Emperor, or the capital, the one, well, not guild, the one group called Foresight and its members, and the one with their family problems, because the whole nobility and what the Bloody Emperor did to a lot of the nobles, and there's definitely some salt there. Also, we have the Riesti's kingdom kind of hiring them for some kind of expedition here, which seems like it's going to be Nazarick, probably fake Nazarick, and Momon is on board for this quest with all these other people. So, yeah, this is going to be a fun adventure, one way or the other. So let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. I bet it is. Yes, not surprising. I'd say there's a pretty good chance of that, yes. A terrifying undead, you say? Well, watch the little anime called Overlord, you'll learn a bit. Or you could just read the light novel. True enough. I think that's what we're all hoping for. It was cute that she just is so blunt about that. I don't know about that. I think it'll be unforgettable. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, these guys have no idea what they're getting themselves into, do they? I love just seeing all the Pleiadius maids like that. And just watching all of our favorite Nazarick characters slowly walking towards Ainz is fun too. It's a laugh. You know, you'd think I'd get used to the just copious amounts of blonde people in this show, but it's just feels so weird. And then it's just, some random girl with purple hair. Just kind of thrown in there, so. Which is odd, because this show doesn't really do that much unrealistic hair color, so just there being some purple haired girl, just, it stands out. I think it's unrealistic, but I meant unnatural. Entangled in the spider's web, I think. That's what Rika says behind it, in front of it. Gotta love stealth magic. Which always comes in handy no matter what you're doing. Yeah, it barely means it lasted long enough. Glass half full kind of guy. Is anyone home? Well, there might be one trap, if you know what I mean. You might even call that a lightsaber. Anyone at all? Who knows? Well, I bet that heavy armor. I see how it is. I suppose. Sure, it's fine. Yeah, but more importantly, our mission. Nice. I'm already trying to loot things. What exactly is the main task? Oh, damn. That is definitely a find. Much better than just some crest. I still don't really get what this whole thing is about. Or where it's going, rather, I guess would be a better way to put it. Don't be rude. There's some really cute undead in here. True enough. I bet you would. Huh. Okay then, I thought there'd be a bit more objection to that. Bet off. I bet you wouldn't. Of course, now that I think about it, Imina's hair color might be related to her being like a half-elf or whatever. But I don't really, it's not really a elf hair color though. At least are you really that much of a hurry to die? Yeah, there's no way there'd be anything in here. Well, I don't think you'll be laughing that long. Uh, the irony. Go for it, man. You got enough armor. You should be fine. But yeah, the skeletons themselves wouldn't be that bad, but I don't think they realize what could be waiting for them in here. If it is a fake Nazarick, then it probably doesn't have, you know, that much in it, but... Yeah, what do you think, Mr. Momon? Wow. Gotta be a little bit less honest. Indeed. That's totally what I meant. Thank you for waiting for me, Nabe. Which one? Pandora's actor is always the stand-in for Ainz. I think he did it a little bit in season 2. But it was like very subtle about it. I wish she would greet me like that. Okay, so is it the real Nazarick they're exploring? I guess so. If that's the case, that makes it very interesting if that is true. Especially since, you know, the series started with, you know, seeing some pathetic people trying to invade Nazarick and failing miserably. And talking about how nobody succeeded. It'd be cool to see that again. Yes. But yeah, they have no idea what they're getting themselves into. As it should. Yeah, more soldiers. Well, that's not much of a threat. Not even for you. Yeah, they're really not. I was actually thinking that earlier when I saw the one guy with the bow laughing. Okay, Aqua. Well, there we go. Good job, guys. Oh, the moon. I could definitely get behind that idea. I ain't going in there first. Oh. Oh. Well then. Yeah, you're man, that's like 5 Pletius maids. You are screwed. I mean, even one of them would be bad for you. You shut your whore mouth. Oh. Oh. I think you pissed them off. Yeah, I just killed them all. You should, that's always a solution. That's the right idea. I'll get motivated to murder these people together. Is that good news for them? Behind you guys, it's some more skeletons. Actually, some kind of terrifying looking skeletons too. If they don't need to. It wouldn't be a fight anyway, it would be a slaughter. It would be an extermination. I mean, one of those maids took down a skeletal dragon that's immune to magic with magic. Well, not really immune, but immune to most of the lower levels and mid levels. More than a headache. Just slowly walking. Really sell that terror factor. Beta looks so excited. Just happy to be there. Yeah, I did. I mean, he's not too bad. Anything good happening? What exactly are you hoping for here? Like finding one that's good enough to keep for yourself and raises a undead? I guess, I don't know. You look so bored while watching this life or death fight. Well, I guess that was hammer time. Yeah. What are you gonna do, old man? Besides die. These poor workers. Meanwhile, back inside, the people that are no longer laughing, I might point out. You bet you wish you had a blessing on this wonderful world, don't you? I'd say more floating, hovering. A door can lead literally anywhere. Do you just want to go into a random door and hope for the best? I mean, I know you're not really spoiled for choice here. What did you walk in on? Oh. Where's that gonna take them? You know, after I can see from being blinded. Yes, that's what that was. Maybe you're about to the torture chamber we heard about. Your worst nightmare. Uh, who? Kyo Huko. I don't think we've heard of him. I mean, the voice sounds familiar, but probably from a different role. What do you have to trade? I have an axe. It's shiny. It is doubtful. Is that a good thing? Just shoot it with the arrow. I'm sure that will take care of it. I'm sure the one guy can fill a family of 5 at least. I don't know about 5,000 though. Oh god. Oh, that is just the worst. Well, yeah, this is about going as well as I thought it would. Is this person in the torture chamber? I think so. And I can definitely see the torture already. This is... yeah, this is just... oh my god. Uh, mistakes were made today. Uh, man, that poor man. Uh, I don't think I've ever seen torture quite at this level in anime before. Oh god. Oh god. Just make it stop. No, I don't think so. I think you're insane to think that. Shaltir and Albedo I'd both bend both of them over a table, but you I would burn with fire. And that's a fitting job for you, older than that. Uh, oh my... that is... that... I have so much sympathy for this man. Nobody deserves this. Uh... You guys should go home, like, now. Just, it's for the best. Oh wow, Hamsuke! Now that gets their practice is gonna pay off. They're probably happy to see something that's not undead. You're not that powerful yourself, Hamsuke. The wise king of the forest, so... Degozaru indeed. You think that, don't you? No need to be rude. Hamsuke's trying to be respectful here. Oh, headbutts. But it was a very soft, pleasant headbutt. How dare you cause me to have a nosebleed? Super duper ability boost. I have kind of missed Hamsuke. I'm glad we get to see him a bit more. Claws versus sword, what wins? Oh, tail whip. Now your defense has been lowered. Well, are you still feeling cocky? You said you wanted to fight yourself. Is that just their purpose here, just to heal you? Well, just buff you in general, I guess, is just their purpose. Because they seem very meek, like they're not used to combat. I guess we'll see. Yeah, that wouldn't help. And yo, he's been disarmed, alright. Well, can you heal a severed arm? Oh, I thought they were gonna be dead already. But no, they're just laughing at him. That's great. I thought I was gonna pan up and their heads were missing or something, but oh. But instead they're just enjoying his death. Yes, good job. You do that, Hamsuke. So they're just kicking him. Yeah, it's totally how that's totally the reason why. It's not because they hate him or anything. Although it was oddly gentle looking kicking, so you know that might actually feel kind of nice. But yeah, the guy was clearly an asshole, so you know. I think the only people that are actually gonna survive this is at most these four, or at least one of the four. You know which one I'm talking about. With that music is already ended. Oh my god. We just really get into this too. It did not feel like a whole episode. It's like one of the best episodes of the season so far. Because at first I thought they were going to go to fake Nazarick and maybe this was part of the purpose of that, but no, they went to the real Nazarick it seems, so they have their work cut out for them. And by that I mean they're all going to die. I thought it was a fake Nazarick because it just... What's the point of having a fake Nazarick if they can just find the real one and then invade it? But it does seem like it's the real one, so I'll admit I'm a little bit confused with that. I don't think you're actually outside. In fact, it might be the place, like in episode 1 or 2 when Ainz first has his ability with the twins, and yeah. I bet they weren't expecting this. Is it really gonna be Ainz? Okay, so that was the 7th episode of the 3rd season of Overlord, and it was a really, really good episode. This last episode kind of set up for this episode, and this episode, well, I don't think our little trip through Nazarick is over yet here, but basically we've got this rolling now. And all of our adventures, I decided to attempt to raid the Tomb of Nazarick, and that was their first mistake. If there's one lesson I took away from this episode, it would be never ever attempt to raid Nazarick. It won't end well for you. you know, it just no, there's no positive end for any of these people. Well, for most of them at least. So it was kind of funny when they first got there and they saw these low-level skeletons, like, ha ha ha, these skeletons, just, what's going on here? Just, there's a ruler to this place, they're an idiot or they're underestimating us or something, just, this is a joke, let's just beat up these walking bones, they're nothing. And then, you know, after they're finished laughing, they get further and further in, and they start to realize that maybe, just maybe this place is a bit more dangerous than they may have initially assumed. And yeah, that's a lesson they continue to learn the hard way, because they find more powerful opponents. We have them get captured in different ways, like some of them walk into a teleporter, which take them into a room with a certain bug man with his bug army that apparently got tired of cannibalism, so they want to eat them, pretty much. So just a guy just surrounded by those cockroaches. It was just and I thought that was bad at the moment, but I had no idea just how bad the enemies of Nazarick's treatment could get in this place, which is something we find out soon enough. Now, some of the workers that didn't actually go inside, they were still, you know, outside. They had a bit of a run-in with the Palladius maids, like the 5 of them, because I don't think Nabe was included with that, so... But most of the Palladius maids, so... They didn't actually do any fighting, though. They were just there to kind of watch and, I guess, make sure nothing goes wrong. And to handle the aftermath. But pretty much, yeah, that ended poorly for all of them. And they mentioned a torture chamber in this scene, and then we got to see that torture chamber not too long after that. And that's where we got to meet Neuronist, I think he was called, the torture expert. And yeah, that was some of the worst torture I've ever seen ever in any anime. Like, that, I would rather die than be in that position. That was the absolute worst. That guy, it's a good thing we couldn't hear what he wasn't in a position to actually talk, because, man, I can only imagine just the screams of horror that we would hear if he was able to do so. So yeah, that guy is just, he'll be broken soon enough. That goes without saying. What was really cool is that we actually got to see Hamsuke fighting, which we haven't seen much of. We saw him training before, like with the lizard men and stuff, which is cool, but we haven't really seen Hamsuke do much combat-oriented, really, like, you know, practically not just training. This is the first time we got to see some of that, I think, so that was really cool, just seeing Hamsuke showing what he's got, and he, yeah, definitely wrecked that guy. And the girls he had with him, which were basically like slave buffers, I guess would be the best thing to call them. Yeah, they were pretty happy when he just died. They just kicking his corpse, and then they asked that silly question: Is that how they mourn their dead or whatever? Just yes, that's how they mourn their dead. When their dead is scum to them, they hate them. So yeah, just the kicks didn't even look that hard though. They looked like fairly soft kicks, like slightly rougher than a massage. Like I couldn't really. Like, I felt a little bit jealous of him is kind of what I'm getting at here. Although, now that I think about it, the reason they probably weren't kicking that hard is probably because they're underfed and just can't muster that much strength. Really, that's probably the reason behind it. But anyway, it looked kind of cute, really. Just, anyway. After that, we got to the Coliseum, which is a place we're kind of familiar with since, like, very early on in Season 1, because Ainz first went there to the twins in order to test out his abilities and get a feel for the new world he's in. And now that's where they are, and that's where the twins are, and that's where Ainz is. I mean, I guess it technically could be Pandora's actor pretending to be Ainz, but I think Ainz already had him be like Momon before, so I'm pretty sure that is the real Ainz there. So one way or the other, this should be fun. I am curious what he has in store for, not Foresight. Is it Foresight? I keep wanting to call him something else. So yeah, Foresight. I keep wanting to call it Insight, but it's not right. It's Foresight. But yes, next episode, I guess we'll finally get to see what the story has in store for that group, because they kind of have been getting enough focus to where they should be relevant, you know, going forward, so we'll see. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.